Hi, this is YLVA from the German post-Blackgaze doom metal band YLVA De Lune, and you're listening to the Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International. And I'd like to congratulate Metal Messiah Radio with its 13th anniversary.
YLVA, thank you very much for taking time out for this interview, and I want to welcome you to the Metal Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Thank you for having me.
YLVA, post-black metal is a musical genre created roughly around the mid-1990s as a fusion of black metal and post-metal elements. Many bands then tend to incorporate components found in the shoegaze genre to establish a more melodic and dreamy atmosphere as opposed to its related black metal genre. This type of black metal is dubbed blackgaze and was made in the mid-2000s. Among them, we can talk about this French musician Niche, who pioneered the fusion through projects including Emissaries and Alcest. And more bands we can talk about when referring to this genre are Langtus, Death Heaven, Agalok, Ulver, Harakiri for the Sky, Autumn for Crypto Children, Ghostbat, and to mention, I must say that I had this great honor in 2019 when I had my top 50 for the best dark album of the year. That Alcest in Spiritual Instinct was my #1 album of the year, YLVA. So I really enjoy so much the work that Niche has done on this album. What do you think?
Well, I think the same. I think Spiritual Instinct was for me also the album of the year 2019. It was a masterpiece. The songs are great, and I think it had a great or big influence to our music.
YLVA, talking about this type of genre, going about yourself a little bit. You born and raised in Stuttgart. Please tell us more about yourself, your passion for this metal, and how is the post-metal scene doing in Stuttgart and in Germany?
Well, I start with the last question because I don't think there is a large scene here in my area. I think maybe in Germany we have a lot more bands concerning blackgaze, shoegaze, post-black metal, but I think this is an international genre. We have, like you mentioned, Alcest in France. So I'm not much into the scene here, and I think it's a really underground genre. I was raised with music like Deep Purple, Status Quo, Dire Straits. So I went into all the rock scene very, very early when I was a child. And this evolved to the metal scene end of the 90s, beginning of 2000. I stepped already almost immediately into the black metal scene. Dimmu Borgir, Immortal, Emperor. I was really true blacker at this moment. But over the time, when you get older, you open your mind for more types of metal, like doom metal, like blackgaze, post-black metal. Yeah, you get more open-minded, I think, for all the other genres around.
Okay, so you have said it clearly. Talking about all these genres, that's when YLVA De Lune was formed. I'm talking about 2020 by you, YLVA, and the songwriter Alpha. You guys blending elements of shoe and blackgaze, doom, and post-black metal with clean vocals. I mean, to create this unique sound, blending them together. Yeah, you guys were, I believe, was very influenced by bands like Alcest, Swallow the Sun, and even Cult of Luna. What can you tell us about this unique sound of YLVA De Lune, and how did you discover all these bands that I just mentioned, and where your passion started for them? Blackgaze, doom.
Well, the passion, I think maybe 5 years ago or something like this, when you start to discover like Alcest. I'm saying the name Alcest again and again because I think this is one of our main influences. When you start open-minded, finding bands on YouTube, on Facebook, and you start to listen to them, even underground bands, not only the 5 big bands in this genre which I listen to, also the smaller ones. For me, it's like I listen to the music which touches my heart, which makes me dream, which make me feel good. I think this is the purpose of listening music, to feel good, to have a good time. And we started to put all this genre a little bit together, getting our inspiration from this and there. So we said we don't want to make only blackgaze Blackgaze, because we don't want to be a copy of Alcest or something, even if we get a lot of people telling us, okay, you sound like Alcest, but I think we are different. So we took different parts of different genre together. We don't have growls, we don't have screens, we have the clean vocals, and I think we have some blacky riffs inside, so this all together makes us unique.
How and when the decision to start a band, and was yourself part of any other bands before?
Alpha was a part of some bands in the last 20 years, so he was the one who has the experience. Myself, I have experience as a musician because I was member of orchestras and the classical music, but I never made metal music. So this was completely new for me because I never tried to sing before I met Alpha. So this was quite something new for me.
Okay, so talking about Alpha again, after a lot of conversation, talking to you, trying to convince you to become a singer. Yeah, you finally accepted and you guys decided to work on a song. And this song, you even released it by the name By the Sea. When the song was mixed and mastered and published on YouTube, it was obviously that you needed to work on a full album. Finally, when this happened, that you got convinced by Alpha, you guys formed a band and you even got this single out, By the Sea. How was the reaction, Ylva, from your supporter, your families, and all others?
Yeah, as you said, this was quite a lot of work for Alpha to convince me to do this, to sing, because from my side, I was always like, okay, I can't sing, not good enough to make a record, to do songs, okay, in private maybe, but not like singing in a professional way. But I met him and he said after a while, like, okay, did you ever consider to sing? And I was like, no. Then he had to convince me because he had this demo song By the Sea and he said, okay, I give it to you and you sing. It was really fun. It was really something I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I can, and this touched my heart. So after we released the song, it was like, okay, we put it on YouTube and I sent to my friends and to my family, and that's it. And when we put it on YouTube and shared it a little bit, the reactions were great. The people actually liked what they heard and they were like, okay, will an album follow? Are you on Bandcamp? How can we support you? And this was not only like in a circle, like your parents are proud of you or something. So it was also from the outside. And then we said, okay, we will go on with this.
So I believe that Alpha must be very, very, very happy by now to see that he has the right when he was saying that he saw this potential in the voice of you and he has encouraged you to do so. How is he feeling now seeing this success in you and in the band?
Well, I think he's really proud of me, also of my way, because I always taught myself to sing. I had no singing lessons or something. I discovered myself or my voice by myself. Like I tried and I found out, okay, I have this range. I can go this harmonies or whatever. And of course, he's also a bit like, I told you, you can sing. So yeah, it's a little bit of mixture of proud and like, okay, I was right.
Ylva, talking about this great success that you guys had with the single By the Sea, I mean, after that, you guys continue to working on this album, a 6-track album, which was recorded between summer 2020 and spring 2021 and was released last June 30th, 2021 under the name One. The album was released independently. Are you planning and searching for a record label?
Well, actually, we signed with a record label recently.
If you don't mind, Ylva, to tell us with which record label have you signed?
With Sound Age Productions.
Sound Age Productions. They are German as well?
No, they are not German.
They are from?
Russia.
Russia. Oh, great.
Yeah.
I guess I have heard of them. I'm not sure. But okay, since you have now signed with this Sound Age Production, Ylva, in how many format are you guys planning and having this record out, made available?
Well, for now, we will release it in a digipack CD. This is the first step, and we will see if we can manage it to release it as a vinyl in the future. But this, for now, we said we will release it as a CD format. We will see if we are able to get in vinyl.
Okay, and are you in conversation with Sound H Production to see if it's possible to do it?
At the moment, we are talking about the digipack, the CD, and we have to see how the impact will be in the scene and how it goes on.
Okay, that's clear enough. So we're gonna wait and see what's gonna be happening. But in the meantime, Ylva, I'd like you to tell us a little bit about this lyric video that you guys have released as well for the track number 2, Grå Ulv, please.
Yes, well, when I listened the first time Grå Ulv, which was not the working title of the song, I had in my mind like, okay, wolves running through a forest. This was my immediately picture in my head, and I was like, okay, we are not able to get real wolves filming running through the forests. And then I said to Alpha, okay, maybe we could take a dog and put a GoPro cam on it, but we don't have a dog, so this was no option. And then I said, okay, wait, I will take my camera and I go through the forest and try to catch the view which a wolf would have when running through the forest. And it was funny because it was like autumn or winter, and the people walking there doing their walks in the forest and me walking straight through the forest. Yeah, it was a funny picture, I think, and the people looked a bit concerned, but yeah, this is what you do for creating art or music. And yeah, we wanted also to give an insight of the lyrics to see what we are writing about. And our songs all have a metaphoric way to, put feelings and emotions on it.
Okay. How was the process gone? You doing the lyrics and Alpha with the songwriting and also in charge for recording, mixing and mastering gone?
Normally it goes like this, that we do the songwriting together. I mean, he has the major part of it. He plays the instruments and he does the songwriting itself. But I try to help him, to support him and to give my input on it. And after that, when it's the instrumental part is mixed and mastered, he gave the files to me. And when I listen it the first time, I have an idea of how to get the atmosphere, if I want to make the atmosphere more doomy or if I want to make the atmosphere more straightforward. And then I listen it again and again and again until I have the song in my head. Then I start recording, like putting my headphones on and see what melody comes out. We don't have a strict map of the song, like this is the chorus and this is the verse and you have to sing there and you have to sing there. It's like I see my voice like another instrument. It's not like I'm the singer and I'm the person or the instrument who has to be put in front and to be listened by all. So I think the complete song from instruments, voice has to make or to produce a picture which is complete at the end. So I try to find melodies, matching melodies, and when I finish with the melodies, I know how is the atmosphere, how is the song going, evolving, and then I start to write the lyrics. I mean, I have an idea of how the lyrics will be and what I want to tell with the song, and then I start to find words which fits in the melodies.
So first melodies and then the lyrics.
Yes.
Okay, I see that the 6 tracks on this album, some of them are in foreign languages. I see here the track number 2, like it sounds like Norwegian to me, number 3, French. So why there's a different language besides English on this album?
Well, yes, Grå Ulv is Norwegian, but it's only the title because we don't declare ourselves as Norwegian, or we are like, okay, we have to take the Nordic mythology or something. It's only like we wanted to get maybe also the attention of the listener to see, okay, this is not a normal English song title. So we choose, instead of Silver Wolf, what is the literally translation of Grå Ulv, we choose the Norwegian names. And the other song in French, I listened to the song and for me it was clear, okay, I have to sing this in French. There's no other way. I don't know why. This is like emotion. This is like from a feeling feeling in the gut which said to me, okay, this has to be French. And it's the only one in French, we don't want to copy Alcest or something. It was only that I do the vocals like I feel it and the lyric language the same.
Yeah, I've seen the cover artwork for this album, and which I believe is very beautiful, by the way. Are there merchandises already available? And if it's so, where should the fans go to order them?
Well, right now we don't have merchandise. We are focused on putting out the CD right now. I know a lot of people want band shirts, and it's common that a band has merchandise. For us, we want to focus on the music in first line, and the merchandise, it's not something which you do overnight. You have to find a company to work with. You have to find also the time to organize this. I don't think that maybe in the next 6 months or something will be available, but you never know. We will see what time brings, and maybe with the next album we will see.
Seeing that we're reaching the end of this devastated COVID, the pandemic, it's almost over, let's hope, and seeing that festivals will go on again, my question is, what are the plans for the bands for end of this year, 2021 and 2022? Should you decide to go on the road, start playing live, do you already have session members?
No, we don't have session members. Right now we are a studio band. Like, we do our music, we record our music. We don't have plans to go on stage, although we would love to, of course, because this is like what musicians do, their album and then they go on tour or on stage. This is something which we have to organize. Like you said, we would need session musicians for the stage. Yeah. And because of the pandemic, it's also impossible to meet people. Normally you don't get contacts or something because you are forced to stay at home. But hopefully, you never know. Let's wait and get surprised if it happens or not.
Besides that, what are the future plans for the band?
The future plans are creating more music, new music. This is what we do, and we're already working on new music, and hopefully we can release the second album next year, maybe end of the year. Because we don't have time pressure. We say it's ready when it's ready. It's ready when it's finished, when it's recorded and mixed and mastered, then it's ready. We don't want to say, okay, we have to put out an album every year. No, we will take a time, and when we need a break for getting inspiration or something, then we'll take it. So there is no pressure at all. But I think, or I hope that next year we will to release the second album.
We're probably going to have you back in interview maybe mid-2022?
Hopefully, yes. I would love to do this interview with you again. Hopefully with another album then, but yeah, we will see.
But in the meantime, talking about this great album, One, for the fans out there, listen to this interview now. Where should they go to order it? Are you going to have them available at different stores as well outside Germany?
Yes, this is the plan. Also, the label is in Russia. Of course, it has European distributors, and of course, there will be different stores to buy it. Of course, we also have some copies, and so it will be no problem to get it outside of Russia. So this is just a matter of time, and as soon as I know where to get it, I will publish it.
On your Facebook or your
social media.
On your social medias. Okay. Ylva, to end this great interview, the microphone of Madame Messiah Radio International is all yours to thank whomever you want to thank.
Well, I want to thank in first place, of course, our fans, our supporters, everyone who reached out to us the last time and gave us a reason to create this music. And of course, I want to thank you, DJ Vampire, for having us, and Metal Messiah Radio International for giving us the opportunity.
You're very welcome. And please, as soon as you have some new news, please contact me right away. As soon as you have something, cooking, so we can promote you and promote the band.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Ylva, once again, I want to thank you very much for this interview. It's been a great pleasure talking to you. But before I leave, I will kindly ask you to say hi to Alpha for me.
Of course. Yes, I will.
Okay, I wish you all the best with the band. I wish you all the best with this new album, debut album, One. And just like I always say, metal on. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.